Welcome back to Shut Your Face. We're coming at you. This is Wednesday, April the 22nd. It has been a while since we've been on the podcast for sure, but we are in draft week. So figured let's just get on the mics and get our thoughts out there one day before the NFL draft. The Commanders, of course, have the seventh overall pick, so definitely a difference maker. Um, could be available for this team. Not many picks as a whole. So you got to think, is there an opportunity to trade down? But all these scenarios we're going to talk about on today's podcast, kind of what we're feeling in terms of players and how we can kind of take advantage of this draft, especially with a pretty good free agency up to this point. So no looms today, but we got everybody else here. Some, what's up?
What up, DMV?
Nell?
How's it going?
And I'm your host, B. Samuel. Let's get into it. So, yeah, one day away. We're less than 24 hours away from the 2026 NFL draft. Um, Probably not elite talent or depth on this year's NFL draft, but there's something to be had for sure, and it's good having a top 10 pick. You have the quarterback going one overall, so there's that. And so the rest of it, you're really wondering what's going to happen. Even at number two, there's some question marks. So kind of want to see where everybody's at for the Washington Commanders and what we're looking at for the 2026 draft. So Nil, I'll start with you. I've kind of already started my big board and my mock draft. Should post it on Instagram at some point here, but I'm excited for tomorrow. I think there's a lot of different ways that the Commanders could go. Starting with you, what would you like to see them do?
So I feel like I've looked at maybe I don't know four or five different draft scenarios or mocks from many different insiders, and I haven't seen two single mocks that have mocked us drafting the same player. I feel like there's
Yeah.
so many directions I feel that this draft could go.
Mm.
They're saying picks number 2 through 9 is like a crapshoot. Like it could be anything, and all of these drafts are showing different players for different teams. Maybe a couple teams overlap, obviously, but for the most part, I feel like whoever is there is who we're gonna take. And I think, like we've discussed, my top three uh, in this order are Jeremiah Love, but again, I don't think he's going to be sitting there at number 7. I think he's going to be scooped up before that, maybe even before number 5 at with Tennessee. Number 2 is Carnell Tate. I want to give Jaden another weapon offensively. And number 3, right now, I initially wanted David Bailey, but he's going top 3. And probably now leaning towards Sonny Styles. His RAS score, his just raw talent, I think is what Dan Quinn, and they had the interviews with them, and Dan Quinn, apparently the reports were Quinn loved the guy, like that's his guy. So if it's not running back, excuse me, if it's not running back, wide receiver, we got to go defensive end or linebacker.
Running back. So wait, you said Jeremiah Love, David Bailey? No,
Carnell Tate.
Carnell Tate. Okay, Jeremiah
Yeah.
Love, Carnell Tate, or
David
Sonny
Bailey would have
Styles.
been my next, but he's
Yeah.
not going to be there at 7. There's no chance.
I mean, there's a possibility. I mean, anything
I
is
don't think
possible
so.
with the draft. It's just how do you want them ranked? And so if you
Yeah,
got
then I go David Bailey, number 3.
really
Yeah.
okay. So regardless of kind of what we did, like we seem to at this point have quite a few pass rushers with
Yeah, but
Caleb
this guy,
Jason and
I think he has the potential to be a top 5 pass rusher in the league. He could be up there with the Miles. He has a talent and the potential to be up there with like a Miles Garrett and Hendrickson,
wow.
Crosby. I think he does. I think he has that kind of talent, raw talent. He can just get to the rusher, get to the quarterback in so many different ways, and that's what I like
Yeah.
about him. He's so versatile, and you can put him anywhere on the line.
Yeah.
Is he the one that had the short arms, or is that
No, that's
Ruben Bain?
Bain. Ruben Bain from Miami.
Ruben Bain. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't. He's not. I don't want him at all, to be honest.
Because
David
of
Bailey.
his arm length, or what?
Yeah, I just don't know if he has the. He's more. I feel like he's more of just of a power guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna work all the time in the NFL these days.
Hmm.
You got to have so much athleticism at that DN position.
Yeah.
David Bailey is going to be recognizable because he's your old school Reggie White looking, no gloves, nothing on his arms.
Yeah.
I think he played 2 or 3 years out of Stanford, then went to Texas Tech and just
Texas Tech,
exploded. I like him a lot too. I just think in terms of Commanders' need, I don't see edge rusher, even though it's an important position. Like I just don't see edge rusher as the highest priority at this point. Now that we got Owe and Luvu,
I mean, last
and
year-
Calvin Chason, and
Did you see us taking Josh Connerly in the first round?
no, I didn't. But did we all agree with it?
No,
Right.
I didn't. I didn't.
I don't think we all agreed with it in the first place. Now it's kind of working out where you're not really in need of an offensive lineman come 2026, but still, you want to see, is Josh Connerly going to take that next step?
And he ended off the year on a high note,
Well,
which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Carnell Tate, it's a fascinating conversation for me in that what is your draft approach? And I think especially this year, do you get the player that fits your scheme or do you get the best player? Right? So like your need, even at wide receiver, I think you could make the argument that Jordan Tyson, if healthy, is the best receiver in the entire draft.
But again, that's a big if. That's a
Right.
big if.
Right.
And
Right.
that and
Talent-wise.
that and that factors in to his draft stock.
Right.
You know, if you only, I mean, how many games did he miss this past year? He missed a
It was
handful.
on and off, yeah, maybe about
Yeah.
4 or 5.
And you
yeah.
and you, how many games do they play in college football?
Like 11.
12, 13.
11,
Yeah.
12.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're, I mean, NFL season 17 games. If you're missing 5 games, 6 games, I mean,
That's big,
I don't
yeah.
know. That's
But
big.
talent wise, he's.
No,
I also,
sure.
I also believe he's the best wide receiver in the draft. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
His route running ability is.
But even if healthy, right?
I want durability though, man.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
durability.
But the question really is, if even if healthy, he doesn't give you certain things that Carnell Tate can give you. Carnell Tate, you're going to be able to use Jaden's arm and throw the ball downfield. Carnell Tate's not the fastest guy in the world, but I mean, to me, he's the best ball tracker. Like, dude has massive hands. He has elite ability to be able to locate the football and go get it.
He's 6'3".
contested catch. Yeah,
And
he's got
6'3".
the
He's 6'3" frame.
got
big
the
guy.
length. I mean, he would be hands down to me the number one wide receiver if he didn't play second fiddle to the best wide receiver prospect we've probably ever seen in Jeremiah Smith, who's coming out next year. And then he's had to sit behind Marvin Harrison, and like it's just unfortunate for him that he's been number 2 on stacked Ohio State wide receiving cores. But still, Carnell Tate doesn't give you the run after the catch. He doesn't give you the ability on the underneath stuff, like
So
screens.
He's just like a go guy.
No, I mean he's a go guy, but he's going to be able to win in space too.
I mean, can he run the whole route tree?
I think so, except not screens, right? Like unless that's what you mean. Like
Yeah,
everything
I mean,
underneath.
everything.
You're not going to throw a
Everything.
screen pass to Carnell Tate and hope that he takes it 80. That's not happening. But that's not even happening with Jordan Tyson, I don't think.
But I'm saying, why can't we use him on screens? Like what's his drawback?
He just doesn't have the wiggle once he has the ball. Like he's
Oh,
not
he's
going
just
to
like
make
straight
you
line
miss.
speed. He's just straight line.
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't
I mean,
have the-
not necessarily. I wouldn't say it's straight line because he can run and locate the football with the best of them, right? He's not John Ross or like Xavier Worthy or something like that, where it's just like flat out 4-2 speed, get down the field. And he's not that. He can maneuver and utilize the whole field, and he can probably work the sideline better than anybody in the draft.
Gotcha.
And his
Okay.
hands are solid. I love Carnell Tate, but again, he's not going to be a volume guy like Mekhi Lemon. Like he's not going to be able to be elite at working the zone either, which
they
Mekhi
say
Lemon is going to give you.
Mekhi Lemon's comp is Larry Fitzgerald, right?
No,
That's his comp?
His is
Golly.
his is Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh, is he Amon-Ra?
Yeah, similar size profile, both from USC.
Which I feel is kind of similar to Larry.
Nah, Larry is more like a
bigger.
possession guy.
Yeah,
He was a possession receiver. These guys are
Yeah.
more speed. He just had a physical body.
yeah.
Amon-Ra's
I mean,
pretty
his
big,
ability to catch the football with different body angles is kind of reminiscent of Larry to me, but
But I don't think his
smaller.
His frame is not Larry though.
Right. But he's a smaller kind of slot receiver. And so, hey, David Blau is our offensive coordinator, right? And he's bringing in a lot of that Ben Johnson system. At least that's the hope, right? And who did Ben Johnson really profit off of in Detroit? It was Amon-Ra. So
Yeah.
do you think then, do you plug this guy into that system and he's the best for our system? Or do you go with a Carnell Tate who's going to be the better player? So I think it's a fascinating conversation.
I mean that's a loaded question, because does the best player necessarily translate to the best fit on the team? So meaning he may not be able to showcase himself because of the system that we run, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to be hindered or limited. Whereas if it's the best fit, he can showcase his entire repertoire, and he won't be scaled back or feel uncomfortable or have maybe as many growing pains.
Yeah.
So that's something you have to go through and decipher. If do you go with best player available or best player who fits your system? And I think sometimes best player who fits your system is the better product, at least on this team. At least on this team.
It depends. The way I look at it though is like we have so many needs right now. I mean, across the board. Even though that we address some of them in the offseason.
No, we have.
I feel like we still do. I
Where?
mean, in terms of playmakers, like we got good players, solid players, through free agency. But when I'm talking about game changers, when we're talking about game changers, we're talking about the first round of the NFL draft. If you're talking first round of the NFL draft, I don't care what position it is. I don't care if you have everything filled. You take the best player available or the best player on your board, even if you have a position, because this guy could change the face of the season for you. Whether it's defensive end, linebacker, it could be cornerback, it could be running back, wide receiver. You take best player available, no matter what positions you have already filled or quote unquote filled. Sure, we address them. Sure, you have B-level players potentially have, they'll have a game or two here and there, but I'm talking about elite superstar talent that could take your team to the next level. Like you have to take that if it's sitting there, even if you have players that you feel have addressed the position.
No, but you're banking on that best player fitting into your system, right? So for example, suppose we draft a stud defensive end.
But my point is, game changers.
Hold on.
It doesn't matter the system. It doesn't matter.
Well, it does, because suppose
so.
you drafted a stud defensive end, but then your D coordinator wants to run a 3 or a 3-4. Then what?
No,
well, at least my point to that is the system may not last.
That system doesn't match that guy's skill set. He's going to be kind of like the odd man out, where he may be used in certain packages, but he won't be your every down defensive player because he doesn't fit that 3-4 scheme.
Right, but here again is the system may not last, but the player you hope does. So David Blau and Durante Jones, could they be 1-year wonders here? Absolutely. This could be an experiment that ends after this year and then we start all over. But at least we have the best players still, rather than the guy that just fit that system for that year.
Yeah.
So
I don't
it is
think
going to be tough.
I don't think Blau and our defensive coordinator is gonna be a 1 year experiment, only because they're both young. So our coaching staff will want to grow with them, or see if they can adapt in year 2 and year 3 and get better.
Yeah.
Even if yeah.
Timely comment in the chat. DQ going to be gone after next year, so it'll all be okay. I mean,
that's also true.
That's very
That's
likely
also
a possibility
true.
here.
That's
So
true chains, baby. True chains. If we don't make the playoff this year, bye DQ.
have you had a chance to look at the wide receivers? Carnell Tate, Jordan Tyson, Mekhi Lemon. I think these are at least the three that most people are talking about at the top.
Yeah. So I mean, for me, my draft needs are in this order: running back, wide receiver, safety, defensive end.
And need, huh?
Need.
You think defensive end is a need?
Yeah. Here's why.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just start with running back. We don't have. I mean, we all were high, especially me. I was high on Krosky Merritt. Now he's a 7th round pick. Do we really bank on him making an impact? Okay, he showed flashes, but I don't know if you have Jeremiah Love sitting there, you got to take the profit, right? You got to take the profit in Jeremiah.
That's the only reason you wanted to bring up his name.
Secondly, Carnell Tate is somebody. So suppose Jeremiah is off the board, which is likely. There a lot of mocks have him going number 4 to Tennessee. So if Carnell Tate is there, we need someone that can grow with Jaden. We can't keep on getting these 1-year deals and these near 30-year-old wide receivers, because if we don't draft Carnell Tate, what's going to happen to our wide receiver group this year? We're going to bank on getting Brandon Ayuk signed to a 1-year deal, and hopefully he pans out, right? He's going to be like a Deebo Samuel type experiment, which I think he'll play better than Deebo, even though I think Deebo played well for us. So there's that at our second option. Now, for our safeties, are you comfortable with our safeties? Do you know who our safeties are? Nick Cross and Quan Martin. Quan Martin was a disaster last year, flat out disaster.
I mean, we have Will Harris from last year.
Yeah, these are stopgaps, B. But are you waiting for Quan Martin to find himself again, as in year 1, or this is year 4 for him, right? Because 2023 he was so it was year 4. Yeah. And he would normally guys kind of like steady themselves in year 3 if they're going to be a solid player, or he was not that. So am I banking on him finding his game again? When I have, suppose Caleb Downs is there. Caleb Downs, most people say he's the best player in this draft, or one or two in this draft, right? And he's the most cerebral. He's like a whiz in terms of reading plays and studying film and all this stuff. So he can mask a lot of our secondary deficiencies.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, you're talking about Quan Martin. He is in the chat too. Will Harris is going to be our starting safety, and he's probably going to play in the box. And Nick Cross we signed. I like the potential that we have with him. So Quan Martin's a depth piece at this point.
He's not going to be starting?
Quan?
Yeah.
No, I mean, he'll play snaps throughout a game for sure.
No, but he won't be the starting safety.
Right now, I don't think. I think you got Cross and Will Harris. Now, Will Harris
stay
healthy?
Will Harris is an incumbent player. Yeah. Okay? He didn't come. Like, I don't want these stopgaps. These stopgaps are not long-term solutions. And they're not
Jeremy Reeves.
Jeremy Reeves, special teams guy. a star. We need a guy who's an every down dog out there. If Caleb Downs turns into like a Ed Reed type player, and I know that's a lofty goal.
Troy Polamalu is a guy that has been kind of
comp to him.
Pumped a little bit.
Okay.
He's super cerebral, can play all across the field.
Or the Raven safety Hamilton, if he's a comp to that, I want someone who can really steady our secondary, because if you have a great safety, he can mask a lot of deficiencies in the run game and the pass game, where he can cover a lot of the cornerbacks' deficiencies because of his all-world talent, right? And then in the run game, he can blitz off the edge, he can blitz up the middle, and he can stop the run.
Yeah, I mean, much of the success of your Super Bowl winning Seattle Seahawks can be attributed to great safety play this year.
Yeah.
And they had a rookie come in with Eamon Worry. Now, the last one, and I kind of want to ask you your general approach to need here, but you did say edge. That you still think that's a need?
Only because Doris Armstrong. That's a good point, B. That's a good point. Corner is also another need.
Corner is pretty rough.
I would say
Delay. You're probably right on that.
Yeah, I would say they're number. I would say corner is number 2 actually for me.
Wow.
Behind wide receiver.
Not running back?
I don't think it's a need, and that's why I was like, when you're assessing need, you kind of have to be agnostic of the options. The options out there is a whole separate conversation. When you're talking about what do we need going into it, you don't think about it with, okay, Jeremiah Love as an elite blue chip talent, and Carnell Tate can do great things and fit in our system, blah blah blah. You're basically saying, okay, what does this team need regardless of what the options are?
No. I mean, that's a good point. I mean, cornerback, we are rough out there.
Yeah.
Who's our starters?
Amos
and
Sainra still.
And
Robertson.
I really think
right,
though.
Could be right.
I really think though, like, and I've been looking at some stuff online. The way it's gonna, if I'm Dan Quinn, right? My seat's warm right now, or hot, right? I'm on the hot seat.
Yeah.
This is a prove it to me year. Like after last year, 2 years ago, NFC Championship game. Okay, unbelievable season.
Splash in the pan year.
Come back next year, high expectations, Super Bowl expectations by some analysts and a lot of us.
And then we lay a dud.
Now, granted, we were plagued by injury upon injury, and at the biggest position with Jaden throughout the season. Okay, I can give a little bit of slack to Dan Quinn, but DQ is looking at it from this perspective. This is a prove a year, and what is your biggest asset on this team? It's Jaden Daniels, right? If I'm DQ, yeah, we need to shore up the defense, but I want to give Jaden the best chance, the most optimal chance to showcase his abilities, his talent. And if that means giving him weapons, I need to give him weapons.
100%.
And Adam Peters is thinking the same thing. That's why, I mean, Jeremiah Love is sitting there, or Carnell Tate. We're taking one of those two. That's my gut. We're gonna take one of those two. I don't think Love's gonna be sitting there, but Carnell Tate has to be the option. We need to give Jaden young, talented playmakers on offense. Like, we have to. And that's the only way I think that we are going to show some improvement, and Jaden's going to showcase his abilities this season.
Would you guys consider this at number 7, at pick 7 for us? Would you guys consider moving up?
I thought about that, dude. We just don't have the capital. We would have to sacrifice next year. We have
that's what I'm saying.
We have 2 picks in the first 147 picks. Only
year.
2 this year.
Yeah.
We have 7 and 71, and that's it till 147.
Well, that's why you go for next year.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think you're sacrificing a little bit too much to try and move up. I mean, you would have
Think about this. Suppose we are really high on Jeremiah Love,
Yeah.
and we call Tennessee. Now there's some reports that even Arizona might go for him.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, but suppose likelihood is Tennessee's going to go get him, right? Or that's the most likely spot. I'm definitely calling them and saying I'll give you this year's seventh pick and maybe next year's second round pick. I'm not packaging two, obviously, two firsts for them, but maybe one first round pick, one second round pick next year.
Yeah. Good comment in the chat that next year is a year that nobody is really trading picks with, just how loaded the whole draft is. I think across the board, of course, it's going to be kind of QB rich. So getting a premium pick there, not only, and even as a team that has a quarterback, that gives you the option to trade and parlay those picks. Yeah, a lot of teams, like you got Arizona and Miami, the Jets, a lot of teams are really going to try and maneuver, I think, in this draft to get picks for next year.
That's true.
And the thing is, the one pushback I will say about going offense in this draft is that we had success with a pretty much bum squad 2 years ago on offense. And Jaden was Superman. So if you're Dan Quinn, you are kind of saying to yourself, hey, I'm a defensive guy. And what I saw with my eyes was Superman playing quarterback. And if we get him a little bit of help, which is the offensive line, which is a system that actually kind of puts him under center and gives us the ability to kind of showcase a lot more, and then sprinkle in a little bit of extra talent, but we beef up that defense from every single level. Now you're kind of playing. You're playing with fire. You got gas to cook.
Yeah,
with.
but B, is that experiment, if you will, is that sustainable for our future? Because think about this. Suppose we don't go a wide receiver, and we don't go running back because Jeremiah's not there. But suppose Cornell Tate is there, but we draft Sonny Styles or Caleb Downs.
Mm-hmm.
Who's our number two guy?
At wide receiver. Yeah, you would go with your third round pick.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that guy's going to just elevate to be a number two guy.
Yeah.
How many third round picks right off the jump become a solid number two, right? Whereas you have a Cornell Tate right there, right? And I think we've done enough on our defense. Granted, our cornerback position is still is sketch. I give you that, but we need to like Nils' point. We need to draft a player that Jaden can grow with. Terry McLaurin is going to be 31. Sorry, yeah, he's going to be 31 this year. If we get Brandon Ayuk, he's going to be I think 29 or 30 this year. We need a guy who's 21, 22 years old. Jaden's 25. They can go. They can build for years to come. Not every year we have to go get like a 1 year deal guy who's a fringe number two, and we sign him for 1 year, and then we're out on the wide receiver market again the following year. We cannot play like that. We have to start building with young pieces.
Yeah, let me share my mock draft for us to take a look at. This is the mock draft that I've kind of landed on here with trades. So to your point, and I do have Cornell Tate going to Cleveland, staying in Ohio with Cleveland. But to what point, to you, are you willing to pass on special with Caleb Downs or special with Sonny Styles in order to draft Cornell Tate? I think that's the key question. Because even in my mock here, let's assume Cornell fell to us. I've got us trading with the Rams just because we don't have any picks in this draft. Mm-hmm. So I'd really like to move back. Cornell Tate there goes to 7. Mm-hmm. But Caleb Downs is there. But Ruben Bain or Mansour Delane from Silver Spring, Maryland.
He's right from Silver Spring, Maryland?
Silver Spring, Maryland, yeah.
Oh, let's go. Sword Delane. Okay.
So all these guys are there. Are you willing to make the need prioritized?
Okay. So are you saying that Carnell Tate does not have Pro Bowl ability?
I mean,
And
it's
I'm
it's
asking Neil
fringe.
too,
I,
because
what,
you guys
I,
are
no, I
more
think he
into
has the
college.
potential. He has the talent,
So then,
but
if
I
he
think
has
he
the
has to be in the right system too. I mean, I think there's a lot to it. I don't think he's a surefire like a Justin Jefferson or something.
Right.
Yeah. So what you're saying? So what you're saying, Neil, is you would, if we're sitting at 7, you're and Caleb Downs is available, Sonny Styles is available, and Cornell Tate's available. You're drafting those 2 defensive guys over him?
No, I'm
When?
probably at 7. No, I'm probably
Yeah.
taking Tate.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm taking Tate.
It's just that we don't have a number 2, man. We don't have, and look, we're gonna get Brandon Ayuk for 1 year again, and hopefully he pans out, and then we're back on the wide receiver market again via free agency next year or the draft again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now, I'm caught in between two kind of thought processes here in that we just don't have the picks, and I think we have enough holes that the draft can help fill if we had the picks. And that is cornerback, wide receiver, inside linebacker, and maybe even some offensive line and defensive tackle and nose tackle. Throw that in there. You could even make the argument that safety depth could be something, and a center. We don't really have a center either. So there's a couple positions that you could see starters come out of the draft for us. And so I've made a kind of compromise where you get on the phone and you see about moving down, but you can't move down too far. And I think 13 is your max in this draft. Otherwise, you're going to fall off the cliff in terms of talent at the positions that we're looking at.
Who could we draft at 13? Oh, we're going to draft Makai Lemon?
So I got Makai Lemon. I mean, Biletnikoff winner, best wide receiver in the entire college football last year. Just an absolute dog. And he's going to give you a certain ability that can really fit into this system.
Okay.
Going to be a high volume receiver, is just the best receiver, I think, in zone coverage, which the NFL is playing predominantly now.
Gotcha.
I think he had a very rough start to the whole cycle of the combine with his interviews, just kind of looking like a really weird dude with the way he answered some questions on the podium. And sometimes the first impressions really impact you. Yeah. But I like Makai Lemon, and I think that's as far as we can go to really get a guy that we want. I will say this is my top 50 big board, and this is my Commander's top 50. So specific to our own needs, this is the order I would take these guys. And I'm a huge believer in Ruben Bain.
But B, you have Cornell Tate over Makai Lemon.
I do. But I had, in my mock draft, I had Carnell going to Cleveland at 6.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
but you would take Tate over.
Oh yeah. Lemon. Oh yeah. I would take Tate.
Why would you take Tate?
I just think this is the last year that we have the ability to have Jaden on his rookie contract. I think if you're talking about growing with Jaden, Tate fits everything that he does really well. I think Jaden really lost the ability to take the ball downfield last year. We just didn't have the guys that could stretch the field. Carnell Tate is the best of the bunch with that.
Right.
And I think he can stay being that. Like he's going to be your T. Higgins, and T. Higgins is nothing to kind of.
If he turns out to be T. Higgins, then hallelujah, you know.
Yeah.
But so okay, going back to your trade, if we trade, we get the number 13 pick, and we get what pick as well? Second round pick?
We would get a second round pick.
What pick is that in the second round?
I don't know. I think it's mid, somewhere around the same spot that they're picking here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then we would have because we
Either a
haven't.
second, it may be a second or a third. I'm not really zeroing in on that one. I'm not sure exactly what the details of my
Yeah.
post trade would be, but
If we're gonna trade down, I am wanting us to go get a second round pick. What's the point of having 2 third-round picks? If we get a second round pick, maybe we can address our edge or our I don't know our safety in the second round.
right.
Whoever is there, and
Right.
maybe he's good, whoever that is.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for. I mean, there's a couple guys I really like in the positions of need, but to me the main question is going to be, are you going to be willing to pass on Caleb Downs? I think Caleb is going to be the guy that's sitting there at 7 when we're on the clock. And he's
Yeah.
not the most athletic dude in the world. He's undersized.
Yeah, but he's a whiz out there.
I mean, an absolute whiz. I
Yeah,
mean, like
he's-
one that I don't think we've ever really seen to this extent in terms of
his IQ is high.
IQ. Yeah,
So you want Caleb Downs over Sonny Styles?
I do.
Okay. No. What about you? If he's there?
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad. I mean, Caleb Downs, I think he's going to be legit. I think he's going to be legit.
Yeah,
it's just a
they're
matter
comparing him to
of-
Derwin James too.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a matter of, for me, it's just right now. I feel, I mean, like B said, given Jaden's still on his rookie contract, one more, yes, 2 more years with the 5th year option still there. But I'm just, for me, it's like if you're Dan Quinn and Adam Peters, you need to get Jaden Daniels. You need to unleash Jaden Daniels' premier potential. And what we saw in 2024, his rookie season, is, I mean, that's with the talent that we had then. Now imagine giving him a number 1 legit receiver or a game-changing running back that can change the face of the offense. I mean, that just puts Jaden. It potentially could put Jaden in a tier of his own during the season, and that's what I feel is going to really drive this team. I mean, like, look, we made a lot of moves in the offseason, primarily all on defense. It's not like we haven't addressed all certain positions. Are they game-changing positions? Are they, elite players at those positions? Probably not, but they are really good additions, I feel, that fit our system, that would fit Durante Jones' system. But offensively, I mean, I love the addition of Chig Okonkwo. That's going to be he's going to be a sleeper, big time.
That's a great point. Yeah.
Jaden. I think he's going to cook with us.
But I'm telling you, man, you give Jaden either a game-changing back or a legit wide receiver, you watch defenses not know how to play this dude. You watch it.
Yeah.
And we're going to see 2024 again, without a doubt.
Well, I mean, yeah, health. Pending.
Yeah, obviously barring injury, which is the biggest concern for Jaden. But assuming he stays healthy, we're going to get that Jaden. I truly believe it if you give him a legit offensive weapon.
I guess that's the conversation we haven't had just yet. But in the miracle scenario that Jeremiah Love is there at 7, I think across the board we're all running to turn that card in, right?
Jeremiah Love?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there is the conversation around position value, and you never draft running
Love
back
is sitting
this
there.
high.
It's a no-brainer, but
Think-
he's not.
think
gonna be
about
sitting
it.
at 7.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, suppose he drops for whatever reason. Just think about this. Jaden, Love, Terry,
That's it. No, I
Ayuk,
mean,
Ayuk,
yeah.
and Chig.
Yeah, it's those other names probably don't even need to be said. It's really Jaden and Love, and those two together, that would be an elite combination. I mean, you're talking about like a Lamar prime Derrick Henry. Like that's as good as it gets in terms of a quarterback running back combination in my mind with what Jeremiah Love can give you.
Did you hear his like interview the other day, or was it yesterday or today? They were asking him, hey Jeremiah, where do you think you're gonna be drafted? He was like, I don't really care. All I know is wherever I go, I'm gonna make them great. So if it's the worst team in the league, it don't matter. If it's the best team in the league, it don't matter. I'm gonna make them great, and that's just final, plain and simple.
Man, he's gonna be a game changer, man.
And we've talked about like bell cow running backs and how they don't exist much anymore. That's something some you constantly bring up. We need a bell cow, and that rarely happens in the NFL anymore because you have specialists that are catching passes on third down, or you have blocking running backs that come in every now and then. This guy is going to be a bell cow for a team.
100%.
Oh, without a doubt.
I mean, he could be your third best wide receiver.
He could be our second best wide receiver. He might be our best wide receiver with Terry's decline on the rise. You know?
Right. So position, the whole conversation around position value just doesn't apply.
You know who we could be? I know that we were kids when this guy was playing, but if we go back to our grade school, high school years, Marshall Faulk. That is who he is. That's who he's like. And Marshall Faulk was a nightmare to game plan against. He could take a swing. You could line him outside in the slot. He could bust you for a 50-yard run and score. He was a nightmare. So if Jeremiah Love is anywhere close to the Marshall Faulk, great for us if he slips.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I completely agree. Some people did say his running style is similar to Clinton Portis. Kind of an upright type runner, not like your craziest Bijan Robinson or Saquon like cut.
Does he catch passes like Clinton Portis?
Yeah, no, that would be a negative.
The open arms.
Open arms.
Yeah. So yeah, Jeremiah Love, I think that's set in stone. Caleb Downs. So these are the ones that I'm really finding a difficult time passing on. I think Ruben Bain, I wouldn't fault Adam Peters for just looking past him. He's got some off the field stuff recently, but I think he's a special player. But even if Bain, Bailey, and Reese are there, our need at edge just isn't the same. Even though I think these are special players, and I'd rank them here, I wouldn't fault them if he goes Carnell Tate with some of these guys on the board.
But at the same time, I wouldn't fault them if they even go defensive end. Here's why: because Dorrance Armstrong is on the last year of his deal. It was a 3-year deal he signed, right?
Yeah,
3-year deal. So this is last year. I don't know how old he is. We signed Chesson for 1 year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's it.
Charles Ominahu.
Yeah, but these guys are like 1 year deal, right? These are just 1 year deals.
Right.
So if we draft a DN, stud DN, with Odafe, Deron Payne, and what was the other guy's name?
Kinlaw.
Yeah, there you go. And then front four would be solid.
Yeah,
would be solid.
This is where my list ends. Like, you got to come out of the first round with one of these 9 guys, I think.
Oh, we're definitely going to get one of these guys.
Yeah.
We're definitely one of these guys.
Also, to the point of taking over receivers, like, do we really know what kind of Terry McLaurin we're going to get this year? This guy is what, 31? 31?
He's going to be 31. He's going to be 31.
And he showed a decline last season. Like, what if he just falls off the edge of a cliff in terms of his talent now, and he's just not the same? You're literally going to walk into the season giving Jaden nothing outside of Chig? Like, that's it?
And Brandon
tight end position? I mean, you have to address it, considering
100%.
We just don't know what kind of Terry McLaurin we're going to get. You got to give Jaden a backup guy. Otherwise, your number 2 is De'Ami Brown, I think.
De'Ami Brown, and number 3 is Van Jefferson.
Van Jefferson, and then you have still Luke McCaffrey, who's just a guy.
Jalen Lane.
Yeah, these are just guys.
Jalen
Lane's great for
you have to
in our return game.
you can't bank on the fact that you're gonna for sure get the 2024 Terry McLaurin. We
Yeah.
don't know what kind of Terry we're gonna get.
And
Yeah.
even if he doesn't show decline, will his body hold up? You know,
Yeah.
his game might still be there for a season, but will his body hold up? Last year he was out with a hamstring, right?
Yeah.
What was his hamstring and it kept him out
Or
like a
quad.
couple of games.
I think it was a quad or
maybe
something
quad.
like
Yeah, you're
that.
right.
Yeah.
But it kept him out successive weeks.
Yeah.
Why?
And that's why, I mean, this is
He's
probably my
31,
best.
31
Yeah.
in September, man.
Honestly, this is probably my best case scenario for me for this team. Like, we're sitting at 7. You could see the Chiefs moving up 2 spots. The Chiefs have 2 first-round picks at 9 and 29 and a bunch of other picks in this draft. I'm down to move down just 2 spots and pick up another pick or 2.
Sure.
Because
we have to. But we have to. Suppose we would drop to the 9th pick.
9th pick.
Then, I mean, Cornell Tate's going to be probably off the board by then.
Mm-hmm.
Then, do you take a shot at Jordan Tyson, or Makai Lemon at wideout?
I mean, I would go Makai, but the thing is, if both of those guys are gone and Tyson is there at, let's say, even 13, what do we do?
But is Caleb Downs still there at 13?
No, I doubt it. But I guess even for the conversation that we're having, let's assume he is. Like, at what point do you prioritize your wide receiver?
No, and then look, then we can't sleep on Caleb Downs. If he's there at suppose we draft back, and we're there at the 13th pick, and Caleb is still there, which I don't think he's going to be, but we gotta go. We gotta go get him.
Yeah,
he's too special, man.
I just think the difference in special between Caleb and even Cornell Tate is enough for me to say, if Caleb's there on the board and we can't trade down, you cannot pass on Caleb, Sonny Styles, or Jeremiah Love. Like,
no, Jeremiah Love, no. But see, the thing is, so we probably see it differently. Mm-hmm. You draft more for the best player available. I draft for need. And I want to use this 1984 NBA draft scenario when Jordan was being drafted. There was was it the Portland the Trailblazers had the number 2 pick. So, but they already had Clyde Drexler at shooting guard. Mm-hmm. So their GM was like, whatever you do, or someone was telling the GM, whatever you do, draft Jordan. Play him at center if you have to, you know. So if Caleb Downs or Sonny Styles can make that type of rookie impact, I know it's not an apples to apples comparison, but a stud making like an impact, then you got to go get him.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. There's a difference in best player available and like blue chip versus the best player at your need, because that's what I'm saying. I think the difference between Caleb and those guys that I mentioned, like, these are blue chip guys that are going to be the face of that side of the ball. Like, they're that good. And Caleb isn't just a safety. That's the thing too.
Yeah,
like, he's coming up. He's playing corner. He's going to be your nickel. He's going to come
play
up
the one game. He's going to play. You can play him
linebacker.
Blitz packages too.
Exactly.
He can play all over the field.
Right.
And again, he can mask a lot of our corners' deficiencies, because if we don't draft corner, our outside is going to be suspect.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still feel good with Mikey and Amos, but I don't think Mikey is best suited on the outside, even though he played well in 2024 for us. But even last year, he took a step back. Yeah. So we'll see.
They're also him and his brother Josh Downs, wide receiver for the Colts. They've got a podcast, so we can collab at some point. Downs to Business. We don't have a podcast guy. Yeah. We also don't have a podcast guy on this team, like Micah Parsons or whatever.
Oh, Washington? Yeah, we don't.
Yeah. So a lot of different scenarios. Kansas City Chiefs could trade up. Miami Dolphins have 2 picks. I don't know that they're a trade up team. They're really trying to build a foundation there. But maybe they see somebody special at 7. And then you're looking at, we're not trading with Dallas. Of course, Dallas has 2 first-round picks. Oh yeah, Tress Way has a podcast. I forgot about that.
He's hilarious, by the way.
Yeah.
He is
Keep
hilarious.
re-signing this dude to 1-year
Yeah.
deals. I'm
Yeah.
fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that there are too many other teams that really stick out here in terms of trade up teams.
So B, let me ask you a question and Neil a question, but I think I already know what Neil's going to say. If Mansour Delane's there at 7, would you take him over Carnell Tate?
I would.
Okay, so
I
pretty
would.
much you're taking everybody except Jeremiah Love.
This is my list, but I would probably put it in tiers where it's like these 3 guys are absolutely without question you got to select them. Now
Okay.
the trade down situation, I don't know, because I really would like to do that and get some more picks while still not trading too far down where you can still get one of these guys. But I still think I would probably prioritize these 3 even versus a trade down. But after that, like any of these 4 guys, 4 or 5 of them with Carnell Tate, you could pick and I would be absolutely fine with.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I definitely would prioritize Tate personally, but I think Mansour Delane is legit. I think he would be a great addition. I mean, we it's a need of ours for sure, but is he gonna? I mean, is he gonna be a Sauce Gardner shutdown type of corner? I don't know if they're.
I mean,
If
who's
he could
gonna
turn
be-
out into that.
Yeah.
But if that's not the if you're not getting me a shutdown corner, I would rather go Tate at that spot.
Yeah.
Why is Jordan Tyson so low for you, B? He's number 26.
I did
Because
rank
of the
this-
health?
Yeah, I mean it's a health thing for me, and I think there has been some rumblings about his general toughness. Like he's kind of that diva. I mean, not in terms of attitude, but just is he going to be willing to go in there and block? Is he going to be able to do the things that you need to do when you don't necessarily have the ball? And also, like I just didn't see in his tape the ability to stretch the field too well.
I mean, he's more of a possession guy, right? He's
Yeah,
not
I
gonna.
mean,
he's not a speed guy.
separator. Like
But
if
he's not
you're
a
trying
speed
to,
guy.
he's not a speed guy, but he's gonna separate from you better than any of these guys.
Yeah,
Right? You cannot be sticky with Jordan
his
Tyson.
separation is the best in the draft.
And
for
how
me-
tall is he?
He's decent. I think he's like 6'2".
6'2", 6'3".
Okay, so he's like Carnell Tate
Let me see.
size.
Yeah, look that up. I don't think he's under that. He could be 6'1". But
6'2".
Good. yeah,
Hmm.
6'2" and 1'8".
That's
Yeah.
6'2".
Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah. But yeah, lot of storylines. I think even outside of the Commanders, Fernando Mendoza, he's number 1 pick this year. I don't know that he's always going to be a number 1 pick in every draft.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of his, to be honest.
Really,
I
that's
like him.
surprising to me. I thought you really liked him.
No, I like him I think he's a great like his personality, but in terms of a football player, I don't know if he's
He-
going to
he-
translate to the NFL.
He comes across
Yeah.
like a dork, though. A little bit of a dweeb vibe to him, but
Oh,
maybe yeah, straight up, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, he's a Kirk Cousins. He's straight up Kirk Cousins 2.0 with the
Yeah.
ability to run and
What's your take on Ty Simpson then?
nah, he just doesn't have it. I
You
think
don't think?
he's just too undersized. And usually when you have that little experience in college football, it just doesn't translate well. Like
I mean,
quarterback,
he wouldn't be a starter immediately, but he might even sit for 2 years. But I mean, people were going at him because of his height, but look at Baker Mayfield. He's only 6. He's my height. He's only 6 feet.
Yeah.
But this guy's 6'1". I mean,
yeah, the height thing is not so much a concern. I think it's
I think it is.
rare. It is rare to have a quarterback at that size have success. Now, some have had it. You talk about Russell Wilson and Drew Brees and Baker, and like
Yeah.
you can go down the list here. But it's the experience to me that Ty Simpson is just so fresh, and
But
that
you don't think
rarely ever works out.
but you don't think him sitting behind a vet for 2 years wherever he goes. Suppose he goes to who's going to be there? New York.
Dallas.
Oh yeah, I mean, not New York, right? Because New York got what's his
No.
name?
Jackson Dart.
No, the Jets.
Oh, Gino.
Gino.
Yeah.
Suppose he sits behind Gino for like a year or two. Or suppose he gets drafted by Pittsburgh and Rodgers plays one more year.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he becomes interesting because from what I mean, Dan Orlovsky on
That's
ESPN.
this guy. Yeah.
That's it. He keeps on raving about him, like this guy's the best quarterback in this draft. He's better than Mendoza. He just doesn't have the experience. Just give him a year or two.
Who, Simpson?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ty Simpson. So
No,
I don't know.
I don't think so. And especially if you're going to have to spend a first round pick on this guy, like I don't think that would be the move.
But not for now. For 2 years.
Right, right. But he's not the type of player where you're excited to spend even a first round pick on, in my mind.
Mhm.
Now, in this scenario, Arizona has 2 first round picks. Arizona is the team that's kind of like, okay, let's take a shot.
Yeah, quarterback.
We're not
maybe, too.
committed. We're not committed to the guy. Even if we're bad this year, we have a chance to reset next year. Like, that's fine.
Who's their quarterback going in as a starter?
That's a good question. Is it Jacoby?
It might
I
be
don't even
Jacoby.
know.
Yeah, it might be Jacoby.
In Arizona?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
Isn't it
so.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Well, just hours away now from figuring it all out. A lot of different scenarios that Adam Peters and the Commanders can go. So definitely excited for that. Now, the NBA season is finally in full gear because it's the postseason. We've been waiting for this moment for a long time, especially on this podcast where we don't really talk
Since October. Since October,
yeah,
we've been waiting.
talk hoops. But it's here. Arguably the GOAT. Is that fair to say? In this forum, arguably the GOAT, LeBron James.
You can say it, but no chance.
Well, he's having to carry his team right now. I think we'll start right there. I think there's a lot of different storylines, and some of these matches are pretty fun, especially with Denver and Minnesota.
Mhm.
That's been a really good matchup, and now with Wemby out for San Antonio, that's going to be a tough one for them against Portland. With Portland having the advantage now, but yeah, LeBron and Marcus Smart and what's his name, Luke Kennard, last night took care of KD and the Houston Rockets. I guess where are you at with this series? Like, you think LA is going to actually pull this out?
Kevin Durant, please stand up. If you're like a borderline top 10 player and two-time champ, two-time Finals MVP, show it now, man. No, I understand he's nursing a bad knee, but you have your full roster, Kevin Durant. I mean, what the hell is wrong? Honestly, what is wrong with you? And I made this comparison about scoring. Kevin Durant might be the best 3-level scorer this game has ever seen. Kevin Durant is the most efficient scorer this game has ever seen. but this is where Jordan and Kobe separate. And
I'm learning all the functionality of our streaming platform.
nice. So I mean, look, but I will give LeBron the utmost credit, at least in these first two games. He's 41, and he is somehow getting this vagabond Lakers team to play, and he is when it comes down to making players better, him and Magic are probably the two best to ever do that. Like they can make players look really good. These Luke Kennard and Jackson, what's his name?
Jackson.
I was about to say Jackson Dart. Might as well be Jackson Dart playing for the Lakers. It doesn't matter. He just makes these role players up their game somehow, and that's just a credit to his greatness. Again, I'm not a LeBron James fan, but I will be fair to him. It is spectacular what he's doing thus far. Now, can he carry this over the next 5 games? If it gets pushed to a game 7, who knows? But it should not be 2-0 Los Angeles right now. It should be flipped. And Kevin Durant again, please wake the hell up, man, because you're having a 41-year-old LeBron James who might be a third fiddle at this point of his career, flat out outplaying you. Now, granted, you didn't play game 1, but game 2 that was for you. That was your game. There is no excuse if Kevin Durant loses this series. And you know what? I was watching this podcast with what's his name?
Jeff Teague.
No, was it Jeff Teague? It's the Eagles former running back, Shady, and
McCoy.
Shady McCoy, and like there's these two other guys, and they were saying Kevin Durant is not special without Steph Curry. And you know what?
Gosh.
I mean, look, what has he done?
I mean, he's still special. He's just not. He couldn't win a championship without Steph Curry.
No. Both of us put a lot of stock in postseason play, right? Postseason play. It doesn't really matter what you do in the regular season, right? In the playoffs, he has come up short when they should have won. 2016, they were up 3-1 against the Warriors. 3-1. Nobody was injured on that. No, 3-1 against the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals.
Oh.
Right. 3-1.
Oh, uh-huh.
Full roster.
Oh, OKC.
OKC was. Oh, wow.
Lost that game in 7. Lost that game in 7.
That was
forgot about that.
2016.
Oh, yeah.
They were flat out outplaying. Russ was going berserk. KD was going berserk. And then those last 3 games, nothing. Or it was.
This was Harden was on this squad?
No. Without Harden. They were up 3-1 against the 73-9. Steph Curry was also injured in that series. He was on 100%. Mm-hmm. And they choked that series away. Okay.
And then the Warriors lost a 3-1 lead in the finals.
Right. 2020 or 21, Brooklyn Nets. They were up 3-2 to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Him and with James Harden and Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, I think, was banged up. James was also banged up, but they should have won that game. They should have won that series. Yeah. So, I mean, how many times? This is year 23. This is year 19 for Kevin Durant.
Jeez.
Year 19.
I think you're putting a lot of team results on Kevin Durant, though. You're not really speaking to his impact on those games. Like, even in Brooklyn, when it was just him, he carried that.
It was. I mean, it was. He had Harden and Kyrie. Now, I think they were both banged up a little bit.
They were banged up. Didn't Kyrie not play in that playoffs where
I think he got
toe on the line?
That was Kevin Durant.
Yeah, but he had dropped like 50 in that game?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
No, but that was game.
That was a
5.
deciding game, right?
I'm just running out of excuses for Kevin Durant. Then he goes to Phoenix. Devin Booker, Chris
Yeah.
Paul, and him
Right.
flame
Yeah.
out,
Mhm.
flame. And now he has another. He gets traded to another good squad. Like how many good teams are you going to have to play on to like elevate and
But
get
is
this
the-
thing passed?
Is the needle like moving, or I should say the goalpost moving for you? This is a post Achilles Kevin Durant.
Doesn't matter. He's still an elite player.
But with Kobe, you kind of say, okay, it was post Achilles.
No, because it showed on his game was, and Kevin Durant suffered it when he was age 30. Kobe suffered it at age 34. Those 4 years were crucial.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
Yeah.
Kevin Durant. Oh, okay, Nil and B. What is your excuse for Kevin Durant now in this series?
I mean, he's only played one game.
Yeah,
And he
Yeah.
played well. He was
played
double
well.
teamed for the whole second half, basically. Like the rest of the team were just bums. What could he do?
Did no? I wouldn't call them bums.
I mean, they played like it.
Did a
Who's hitting-
41-year-old LeBron James outplay him?
Yes, he did.
Yes.
I think
Is that
Yes, he
should
did.
that
a
be-
41-year-old
happening?
LeBron James is able to. You can't double LeBron. That's the thing about LeBron James.
Because
When
he'll
you
find a
double
player.
LeBron, he's going to find that open guy. He's going to direct him to the basket or to the 3-point line. And it's curtains. Like Kevin Durant's never been that. So now that JJ Redick is kind of has this in his bag, KD, go have your great first half, but we have a plan for you in the second half where you got to pass it to Jabari Smith or like one of these random
Amen Thompson,
Amen Thompson can't shoot a lick.
Sengun.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
But B, if he loses this
But I-
series, there's no excuse for Kevin Durant. I don't need no excuse.
I mean, I don't think he's getting injured a lot now. He's 37. Like he's not the same
No.
player.
No, he put up 26, 7, and 5 during the season.
Yes,
It's
I
not
know.
like he's averaging 15 points or 14.
But he's also getting injured a lot more frequently now. Like he's always out.
Okay, but all I'm saying is, will this fall on Kevin Durant if they don't get past this Lakers team without Luka, without AR? Come on, guys, they're without their 2 best players, and Kevin Durant has a full roster.
my thing
Yeah.
is, I just
Come
don't know what we're trying to ask him to do.
I want him to be more aggressive. He only shot 7. He shot the ball 12 times. He had a good field goal percentage.
I do think
He only
I
had
think-
12 field goal attempts.
I think it was 7 for 12.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Let me see.
Okay, but there was, if you watch that game, the double team was so real. Yeah, and Sengun, man, like just did
He can
nothing.
score, but he
But
can.
where was
score.
he? Where was he? He's supposed to
Kevin-
be able to stretch.
Kevin Durant shot the ball 12 times, 7 for 12. Sengun shot the ball 20 times.
Right.
Jabari
That should
Smith
not
shot
be
the ball
happening.
16 times. Well, that's on Kevin Durant then. Figure out. Are you telling me that Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, they never got double teamed for an entire series? They were getting double teamed for their entire careers. If not
Yeah, they're
triple
not
teamed.
getting double teamed at 37 and trying to get around it.
So you're giving Kevin Durant a pass in this
Of
series?
course,
Oh
I
my
would.
God.
I would. I mean, it depends on how he plays. It depends on how he plays. Like if you
He-
watch
did
that
he-
first
did he-
half,
did he- did
I
he
low-key
play?
think he's gonna come out with 40 points in game 3.
He better.
He's gonna come out
He
firing.
better.
though.
Because like you get on me for criticizing LeBron when he's not playing aggressive. No, B, I criticize everybody when they're not playing aggressive. Even if I'm a fan, and I'm a big Kevin Durant fan. PG County, Maryland, all that. He went to my motherland of India and he commented on that. But still, like like he needs to step his game up, man. He needs to step his game up.
The picture of the Taj Mahal, that was epic.
Yo, Luz was fuming. Luz was fuming when he saw that picture.
I know he's been a hater of Kevin
Yeah, I
Durant
think
ever
he's still-
since that. Yeah. I mean, one thing, and there's a good comment in the chat for sure. Neither of these teams are getting past OKC. I don't even think they're winning a single game against OKC for sure.
I mean, I don't think either the team could get past Denver either.
I don't know. Look here. If the Lakers, if they get past this Houston team, I think they're gonna beat San Antonio now, because we don't know about Wemby's health. He has a concussion, right?
Who gets past what?
If the Lakers get past Houston,
Oh no, they're not. They wouldn't play them.
Yes, they would. They're the third seed. Oh, fourth seed. Oh,
or five.
Yeah. Forgot about that. Dang it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Second round is hey, commendable.
And see, that's the thing where I think we need to set that expectation here, and not expectation, but basically this is a part of LeBron's legacy. Let's not write it off as this other thing. Like this is not extra credit or whatever. I mean, especially in the minds of those that don't think that he's the GOAT, this is a part of his career. And for him to carry this Lakers team against a Houston Rockets team that, look, they're not playing well against the Lakers, but that's a team with 1, 2 all-stars, the best coach in the league.
But B, you were just
in your own mind.
I do like him, but you were just saying that he's playing with bums out there who can't score.
That's my opinion. But you don't share that opinion.
No. What I share is Kevin. Well, I'm not share. I'm criticizing Kevin Durant for not playing aggressive. If you see that your team is not picking up the slack, you think Jordan and Kobe are sitting around? Oh well, B and Smith don't have it tonight, so I'm just going to still play team ball and try to get them going. No,
yeah.
If I have to shoot the ball 30 times and if I have to score 50 points and 40 or 45 points, that's what I got to do. I'm gonna buck the system and just go rogue on everybody.
Yeah. But say whatever. Say what you will. We have a bet on this series.
We do.
And
it's not like a problem thing. It's not like
you thought the Rockets were going to win. I said the Lakers are going to win. Why would I bet? But the reality is you can blame Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets as much as you want, but if LeBron is playing like this, what do you have, 13 assists in game 1, 28, 8 and 7 in game 2? If he's playing like this, we need to give LeBron the adequate credit. Especially considering
100%.
and Luka. Yeah.
No, sure. I'm with you on this. Yeah. This is props to LeBron.
Okay.
Props to LeBron. This is no small task that he's dude is 41 freaking years old, man.
It's crazy, yo.
And for him to play like this,
it's just like, what are you watching right now? It just does not compute properly.
It doesn't.
This guy at this age, like his, we were talking about like, where is Steph? Steph's out of the playoffs, and Coachella, and Kawhi is out of the playoffs, and KD is averaging like 9 turnovers a game, basically, right? Like, but this is not even his contemporaries. His contemporaries are Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, Chris Paul. Like,
and then nobody's playing.
They've been. Are they in the Hall of Fame? Yeah,
they're in Hall of Famers.
No. What I mean is, like, you already got guys that are in the Hall of Fame, and he's still playing in the league. You know what I mean? Like that. I don't know if Carmelo or any of them are actually in the Hall of Fame, but basically they've been out of the league for a while. Yeah.
They're going to be.
Any other series you want to highlight here? Nuggets, Timberwolves. I think OKC takes care of the Suns easy.
Yeah.
Nuggets, Timberwolves is probably the most
Nuggets
fun.
Timberwolves because they have a little bit of bad blood.
Yeah.
Did you see Ant and Joker get into it?
And then what? Jaden McDaniels said they all suck on defense.
They don't like each other.
Yeah.
I mean, San Antonio, Portland. I mean, we don't know about Wemby. Phoenix, OKC. Who cares? Houston, LA. The best series is Denver, Minnesota.
And Knicks, Hawks, man. Knicks Hawks. is
Knicks
up
Hawks
there.
might be there too.
That's a good series too.
Yeah.
I didn't hold on. I want to say that the past two games though, game 1 and 2, LeBron was impressive, I must say. But I still don't think, I mean, he can't sustain this like he used to, obviously. It is still impressive though at 41 to put up game 2, what, 28, 8 and 7 or whatever it was.
Mhm.
Yeah. He didn't shoot the ball well though. He shot 8 for 20.
But still, putting up 28 points with no Luka, no Austin Reeves. I mean, he literally is like, I need to shoulder this team to a victory. That's exactly what he did. And it's impressive nonetheless, but I still feel like, it's not. LeBron is 41 and probably the third best player on his team for a reason at this point in his career.
Dang, third?
He could be, but you know what?
Borderline second, third.
But I will say this in LeBron's defense, and again, guys, you know how much of a Jordan fan I was, and Kobe fan I was. I'm big on those guys. They're my heroes. But I will be honest. I couldn't fathom seeing a 41-year-old Jordan or even a 41-year-old Kobe.
I agree with that.
Playing the way LeBron is playing at that.
I agree with that. And his longevity is impressive.
That is GOAT. That is GOAT. If you want to talk about GOAT longevity, there's no comp.
I agree with that too.
Mhm.
Best of all time in terms of longevity.
Longevity.
No doubt.
And it might be in sport.
And playing productive.
Him or Joker. Yeah.
Playing productive basketball.
Yeah.
Unreal, man. Unreal. Kudos to LeBron, man.
And the fact that he can kind of turn this on, he could be that second fiddle to Luka and kind of facilitate almost like a point guard and play I shouldn't say defense, but basically play second fiddle to Luka, and then he's out and Reeves out, and it's like, okay, let's put the cape back on, and let's go, right? I mean,
he put it on the shelf for a little bit. He put it on the shelf for a season, and then oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But again, to Neil's point. Do you think this is sustainable for a series for him?
It's going to be this series. I think the Rockets come out and smash them 10 points plus this next game. Then you're talking about a game 4. Let's see how healthy KD looks at that point, because that needs to be factored in too. I still think this series goes 7.
You think so?
I still think it's going 7.
So it's going to be going 7. Going 7. Would the 7th game be in Houston?
No, LA. They're the 4 seed.
Yeah, they're the 4 seed. Is Luka still projected to be out the entire series?
That's the last I heard, that Luka is the one that's actually going to be out the series, and Reeves may have a possibility of coming back at the end.
They were saying for Reeves it was a 4 to 6 week window.
Yeah, recent reports have said that he has a chance now.
Yeah.
Because he's doing light activity with basketball already in practice.
And the thing about hammies is, even though you're cleared to play, when you're just coming back from a hammy, it can flare up. It can tighten up just like that.
Yeah.
Just off of one move.
Yeah.
I mean, so Luka. I mean, it's what Luka will we be getting if he comes back?
I was thinking about that too.
What Luka will we be seeing?
Right.
Yeah, he doesn't want to rush it. You don't want to rush that injury.
Yeah.
Be tough.
Yeah.
But I don't see anyone beating OKC. I don't know if you guys touched on this, but
we didn't.
OKC is
OKC is a freaking machine, man.
Back to back.
Yeah.
Book it.
I think. I don't know the
You don't think
stat.
Boston can beat them?
No. Boston lost to the 76ers last night, didn't they?
I know. I think it was. I don't think that's.
Yeah, I mean, teams lose here and there to
Yeah. I mean,
it just happens.
So did Detroit.
Boston. I mean, yeah.
The only thing about Detroit, to like B's point that you've been telling me, Detroit doesn't have the experience. They might be the number 1 seed, but they're like OKC from 2024 or 2023. They don't have the experience, so it's going to take them a couple of years. However, Boston has all the experience in the world, so that's why I think Boston. I think is going to get out of the Eastern Conference. And
I
then
wonder. I mean, Cleveland is the one kind of sleeper team that's just
Yeah.
looking good, man. They've
Yeah.
got
The
the
only- the only-
experience.
the only thing is, how long will James Harden play well in these
Yeah.
games? He's
Right.
bound to fizzle, man. That's
Right.
what he does. That's his
Yeah.
calling card.
Right.
We'll see.
Right.
He just
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see with Wemby. I mean, that's going to be the key. It's almost
How-
like with the Spurs, you would hope that they can just finish this off with the Trailblazers. That's a decent team, man, with the Trailblazers. That's a 7 seed, but still,
yeah.
our boy Denny Avdia is playing like a,
He's
a
killing.
triple-double
He's
machine.
playing like a lottery pick that the Wizards thought they were getting.
I know.
Yeah.
He's killing it. But how did they say the timetable for Wemby yet?
I think he'll miss this next game and come back the game after, but that
Oh,
looked
okay.
like a bad fall, dude. I wouldn't be surprised if you're
Hit his
showing
head,
like
right?
some vision issues, and like you don't know how players are going to react after concussions, especially NBA players, I would say.
And you know what, man? For his career, like we mentioned him being the GOAT when it's all said and done, but health has a lot to factor in with this GOAT debate.
Yeah,
You know, if he's not able to stay healthy, and if he has to sacrifice seasons upon seasons or postseasons upon postseasons, that GOAT debate goes out the window. Because the GOAT debate is not just piling up stats. You have to win in the process, not just pile up stats or build accolades. You got to win. That's just the criteria.
Yeah. I mean, everything is there. It's just the way that he moves. Just
Very
looks like he's
awkward.
gonna break at some point.
It's
Yeah,
very awkward. Yeah.
and he goes full on, like he's full throttle all the time. So
He looks like a baby giraffe when they're when they're running. Have you ever seen a baby giraffe run?
yeah.
That is freaking Wemby. Very wobbly, awkward. That's who he is.
Yeah, I could see that. We got to get back on the air with Looms once he's back from his trip, once the draft is done, and NBA playoffs will be in full swing.
Yeah.
Maybe sometime next week, even. That would be good.
We should also ask him when will he forgive Kevin Durant?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
a good question.
for sure. Remember that one. All right, you want to end with some trivia? You want
Sure.
NBA or NFL?
Doesn't matter.
Either
No.
or. NBA, you won the playoffs.
Okay. Can you name the 6 players in NBA history? This is actually going to be kind of easy, I think. With 1,500 plus games played.
In the playoffs?
No, total.
Robert Parrish.
Robert Parrish, who LeBron passed. LeBron James, I guess I'll give you that one.
LeBron James.
Yeah.
Karl Malone.
No.
Jabbar.
Kareem.
So we have 3 out of 6 so far.
AC Green is a wild response on the chat. No, he's got to be up there though.
Kevin Willis.
How many games has AC Green played? (1,192).
1,500 or more.
Games.
Kevin Willis
Robert Ory.
games played 1,400, 200 and
Dang.
1,424
Scottie Pippen.
for Kevin Willis. No,
Pippen was not on that list. Kobe?
no.
Wow, Kobe.
1,500.
1,500 games played?
Yeah.
Kobe's not on that list?
Scotty's 1,100.
Wow. Wow. Dirk?
The chat got one. Can you guys see the chat? I don't think you can.
No, I'm
can
not
check,
looking at the chat.
So don't look. Don't look.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we're missing 2.
Oh, Tim Duncan?
No.
Phew.
David Robinson.
Wait, did you guys? I think I heard you guys say one while I was looking stuff up. Who did you say before?
Dirk?
Yeah.
Oh, Dirk.
Okay.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Okay.
Nowitzki.
So you got 4.
We are missing 2.
Missing 2.
Dang, 1,500. John Stockton.
John Stockton, number 6.
Nice. That's a good pull.
John
Better than most of the point guards today. But that's
That was our discussion last week.
Steve Nash.
No. Steve Nash, would he have even gotten to 1,000? Let's see.
Vince Carter.
There it is. Oh yeah, Steve Nash is quite a
Vince.
bit. 1,200. Vince Carter.
Vince Carter. That's a
VC.
good
Vince
one, yeah.
Carter.
All 6. Nice. So
LeBron, Robert Parrish, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Vince Carter, Dirk Nowitzki, and John Stockton.
Yeah. Vince Carter was one of the guys that I wish had like a legit number 2 for his entire career, especially in Toronto. If him and T-Mac had stayed together and their cousins to, on top of that, that would have been such a great story, man. Can you name 2 Hall of Fame cousins and playing on the same team in any sport?
Hall of Fame. Yeah,
But-
oh my gosh.
What about siblings? Can you name siblings who played on the same team and who were Hall of Famers?
I can tell you a father and son duo right now have more playoff wins than Giannis over the last 4 years. Bronny
God.
James has 2 playoff wins and Giannis has 1 in the last 4 years.
LeBron
can't
James,
even get in the
LeBron
game.
James, and LeBron James and Bronny James equal nepotism. New math equation. It equals nepotism.
Hey, look at Ern's comment from
Thank you. There you go. Let's
Ern.
go.
I'm
AP.
so disappointed. This
Let's
needs
go.
to be
AP.
B was clamoring that Wall was way better than Stockton.
Not just Wall. Almost any point guard today.
Yeah.
right now. I'd take Reed Shepard over John Stockton. Let's be honest. We need to figure out some off-season debates on the pod. Well,
Trust me, there'll be a lot. There'll be a lot.
All right. Well, draft is a couple hours away. Exciting times. We'll be back hopefully next week to dissect everything on the NFL draft and maybe talk through some NBA. Have Looms back. So thank you all for listening as always. This is Shut Your Face signing off.
Peace.
Deuces.